Welcome back, welcome back. I love talking to people. I swear, if more people actually talk to each other, wisdom and understanding would spread so far. And talking to people I don't know, don't think got wisdom and understanding can give it to you. Cause once again, I like to shout out my neighbor. She literally destroyed the saying that majority of us probably have heard before, that I was born by myself and I'm gonna die by myself, right? Now, I heard that saying since I was a little kid. I was born by myself and I'm gonna die by myself. But it's not true. When you're born, so many kids are born with you in the world, it's ridiculous. You get it? The doctor's there, your mother's there, your father's there, whoever's there at the hospital. No one's born by themselves. Even if you're in the woods, a woman's in the woods, say she's in a, you know, car and she's driving to go to the hospital or see someone and she's pregnant and then she ends up having the kid and, she's there by herself and she has the kid. Neither one of them are by themselves. They're both there. Get it? Like, birth can't happen by itself. My he's so dope, yo. Like, cause I've heard that saying a lot, and I've always thought of it, and I always like, yeah, that is true. You know what I mean? And you gotta be strong anyway. If you know what I mean? Like you can just, like cause that saying to me sounds so sad. And it always bothered me, like, nah, that's not the truth. But I always had to submit to it because I didn't have this knowledge from someone. It's crazy where I get these fucking things from. I love my father. The journey he sends me on and the people that give me this knowledge so I can collect it and then show other people. So one of you can do good. I know that's what all this is for. That's why knowledge gets passed on. All this knowledge is going to get passed on to somebody. That's why people pass knowledge on. Well, some of us. And when you reverse that, came in this world alone, I'm going to go out alone. No one dies alone. You could be a homeless man on the street. No family, no friends. No other hobo buddies, right? When you die that day, a whole bunch of other people die that day. Get it? No one dies alone. Even if you think you're alone, you're never alone. Every day there's people around you. We're just not connected to each other. We, for some reason, don't like each other because we think we were born alone and we're gonna die alone, so that makes you not connected to everybody. But if you're born together and you're gonna die together, whether you like it or not, I love my father. He's the one. The Lord is the best. Like, think about that. No one ever has the right to feel sad. Well, you do, because life sucks at points, it's unfair. But for anybody that's like, oh man, I'm alone, you're not. You're truly not. And I match that with my theory of, if you exist, there has to be at least one out of maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 3,000. Doesn't matter even if you say, shit, you could say, 1,000,000. That's still a lot of use, you know, because there's 7 billion people and counting, 8 billion people and counting. So that's a lot of versions of you. That's a lot of, it's a lot of power. Now, that brings me to a movie. See, this is why I love the Most High made me love movies and, I don't know, combat shit. I remember seeing this movie called The One. I think it was with Jet Li, one of them dudes that was real nice with it, right? And in that movie there was multiple dimensions, realities, right? And in one reality he was a cop, and in another reality he was a cop, but he was a bad cop, yin and yang. And in one reality the bad cop knew about the multiple universes, and the bad cop learned because one day in an accident one of the people from his universe killed one of themselves, and this soul power went on to the one that killed him, and he became stronger and smarter because everything that thing, his doppelganger, his yang, possessed, all his knowledge, all his power, he possessed it now because it's him, and it distribute through all of the other ones of him, right? And then the bad version of him went rogue because there was a special task force to make sure people don't do this. And then he said, no, if I kill all of my shelves, then I'm going to have all that power, all that knowledge of, because in every reality they did something different. So one's a scientist, one's a cop, one's a this, and one universe you're the president, one universe you're everything, right? So he said, well, I could be like super duper